This your boy Smokey Hendrixx, one of Nashville's hottest producers. I work with many artists, and now I'm in tune with Cruz Control Radio to create one of these hot beats. So basically, first off, usually what I do, if I'm not creating a loop like from scratch, I work with a whole lot of different musicians, things like that. This one loop that I'm about to use or show you guys how to use comes from Zach Garner, really good pianist, plays the flute, guitar, all that different type of stuff. So first I usually figure out what loop I wanted. This is like a smooth, melodic, like gangsta type loop, but I'm about to show y'all the steps of how I create magic, man. So first, I get my loop. Let y'all hear a little bit of like what's going on. So you got your guitars, got a little bit of like a Rhodes piano. Then he has the organ with some lower piano. And then from there, I usually go into add my claps. Catch that motion. Yeah. Then I go in, I usually add my hi-hats. Sometimes I go simple, sometimes I add a couple little triplets or some fast like movements in it. Then from here, I go in, I add a little crash at the beginning. So add that bad boy. So the crash is really what brings back everything from like just starting at the top of the next 4 bars or the first 4 bars. Then I go in and I really fuck with like the perks and shit. So then I go try to find some more, you know what I'm saying, some more fillers, like rim shots, open hats, things like that. So I'll probably add like an open hat right here. Everything just gotta flow. And it's crazy because the whole process of me making this, like I try to go through and try to rap like artists I can hear on this. Add a couple more. And sometimes the process you have to go back and re-listen to make sure that you put stuff in the right spot. Because when you do that, sometimes you might have some stuff you might not need as many times, so you can just subtract. So yeah. Add that right there. Go in here and start adding, probably like to start working on the 808s. And I'm trying to keep everything simple and clean because a whole lot of times artists get on stuff, they just really want to hear their voice. So I try not to add too much flavor. Add an offset little snare.
And you working out of Fruity Loops?
Yeah, Fruity Loops, man. That's one of my favorite, really my favorite DAW. Cause I tried when I first started making beats, I tried to use GarageBand.
Yeah.
It was cool, but like it's really geared towards people who can plug up and like play. a lot of times.
Makes sense.
But they have like preset loops on there, but FL is more user friendly to where you can actually pull up the keyboard and things like that to lay down like instruments and pick what plugins you want to use to get those different sounds.
Yeah.
So it's way easier. So like a whole lot of times when people ask me like what DAW I need to use, I tell them instantly FL.
Yeah. But does it matter though?
It doesn't matter. People use Edison. Other people use Logic. It's just really based off of like how you like learned or like what's comfortable to that person. Because I know people who use Logic and know how to use FL too.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's rare that I know anybody who uses FL and then switches to Logic or Edison.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm
like
saying?
Like if they on FL, they gonna stay there.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's just like if you. I cook up on the Mac, you feel me? But some people like cook up on like gamer computers and things like that. So it just depends on what works for you feel me?
That's like me, like I'll mix and master on Pro Tools.
Yeah.
But like Logic, I don't really like use for real.
Exactly.
But they do the same shit.
Exactly. The same as everything, bro. Yeah. Now this is my, you know what I'm saying, this favorite part right here.
Just knowing like, you said hi-hats, then you start.
I go hi-hats, or usually if I don't go hi-hats first, I start plugging in like perks and stuff, like the open hats and triangle and rim shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I add clap. And then like from there, just depending on how like complex I want the hi-hats. Sometimes I'll cut some out, or I might add some fast movements or stuff like that. Just like if I do like this. Well, I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can get real creepy around this motherfucker. I ain't gonna cap.
So what would you say is the difference between like, because how you doing it, you making it seem so easy. What do you think is the difference between someone that has the same system as you and the same thing, but it ain't like that? Like,
it's crazy because we go through that a whole lot of times, like when we try to do like collabs with other producers, just try to like feel how other people make beats.
Yeah.
Cause some people make beats way differently. Some people are really good at making a loop, but not good at making 808s, or vice versa, or they're both like good at doing everything. You feel me? It's just like you just gotta feel the room. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same with every producer.
Yeah.
Especially like depending on what direction you want to take. Like you wouldn't invite somebody to a session who's like mainly coded trap and you trying to make some melodic or R&B. It's not saying it couldn't work, but that's just not.
That's not what their ear is.
Yeah, you have just like not saying that well, like when you had DJ Khaled and he wanted Tay Keith to do the 808s.
Yeah.
Because his 808s is crazy.
Yeah, like people are specialized in different areas.
Exactly, but Tay Keith is pretty much good at everything like he does like through the beat making.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have those particulars, but it just depends, man. It really depends. The people I work with, a whole lot of times we actually cook up like the same way.
Yeah.
Like process wise, stuff like that. I know one of my homies, he'll start off with the drums all by himself and then like come with the melody.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, let me try this.
Did you make a beat like that before?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause me thinking of it, like I don't make beats, but like I tried before, and that's why I seen you doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is it so hard for me? But it's like you just naturally have that ear to like know type shit.
Yeah, and it was and the band too, bro. Like
true,
just being able to like, and it really all matters if you can count. As long as you can count and keep a beat.
Yeah.
and like hear where it makes sense for something to be, it's easy, bro.
Yeah.
But like I say, it became way easier when you just make it consistent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You keep practicing, just practice.
Like make that your main thing.
Like want to be in the studio, bro, and just figure out like what sounds good to your ear.
Yeah.
So usually I start up in a higher octave, cause I can hear better. That's just
never
simple.
seen 808s be made before. Like, that was hard.
Yeah, and that was just simple because, like, man, I can. So how I usually do it, I go and put down like the same note, and then I go back and adjust. So. After that, I go in. Usually a whole lot of times after I get the 808 down, I go in and I start listening to the sample, and I probably start filtering some stuff out, like low end out of the sample, some reverb to the sample. Sometimes, bro, you get to hearing stuff you need to change.
Yeah. You ever make a beat and like you bounce it out, so done, you go back in the car and you like, oh shit, let me
No,
It's like a never-ending process.
bro. One time, bro, I had a beat that I had bounced out. Dog, if I don't tell you, bro, I bounced that bitch out and that shit was so hard. But it was a fucking like screeching noise.
Yeah.
In the middle of it. Oh, bro. Blew me. Blew me. I said, man, I gotta go all the way back in this computer and read like either figure out what's making this sound or like just rebounce it out, bro. But that it's a process. Even like you can hear like an 808 or something different, and then you go back and you like,
Do you feel like it's in different settings though? Like say like you make some hard trap shit, but then you laid up with the lady and it's like it don't hit the same.
right.
I feel like it depends on what environment you in.
Yeah, it depends. Cause then you gonna be like, nah, this ain't right. Cause I usually put beats through a car test. So like if I listen to in the car and I go through the headphones, I'm like, all right, this is it. Cause like, I don't know.
The car will tell you.
Yeah, studio cool, but like the car gonna tell you, bro. So
that's mainly where people gonna listen to.
Yeah.
The car or the headphones.
Exactly, bro. It's just an endless process. And see, it's crazy. Let's see what it sounds like sped up.
And that's another process you go through, seeing like which tempo, like.
Yeah, like what sounds good for real. Let me see. I gotta make sure, cause as soon as I move this shit, everything moves. So
Smoke a nigga.
Yeah, that shit hit.
and I only sped up 2 BPM.
That's crazy. The difference it make, like, cause I'm writing this shit.
Yeah.
And, like the difference it make, like, it matches more of like my vibe.
Yeah, I was like, bro, let me see, bro. Let me just see how this goes. And see, like, even like, bro, I might not even use that tag. I might use the OG tag. Like,
Yeah.
it just fits the bill better.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of like making beats, like it's cool to make beats, but like, I like to make beats for like the artists in the studio.
Yeah.
Because you can really catch that vibe and hear how they rapping.
Yeah.
So that way, while they rapping, I can like, oh, let me take this out. All right, y'all sound good with this. Big,
Right.
say less. Let's do that.
Yeah, and you see like me, I'm the type of artist like I be so like self-conscious when I'm writing that it's like I don't ever want to say nothing out loud and that shit be something that I'll erase later and I'm like, shit, that shit was ass.
Right.
So
right.
I'm the type of person like I be writing like on my own, like you'll hear it when I got at least like 8 bars, you'll hear me start spitting.
Yeah. Now I feel you. It's crazy because like shit, like we hear that, right? I might do this. Chop that bitch right there in half.
with that?
Trying to head.
What you do with that part? Did you like slow? Did you like reverse it or something?
So now, basically, what I did, I just like parts out of the sample. I just chopped it up. I just moved it.
Oh, okay.
So like,
so it got to the other part of the sample.
you feel me? So like, pretty much, I'm just trying to build it now to like where when I hear it, I'm trying to figure out like, do it start right here? Also, my mind is trying to get off. The pump fact, the dead ends. Trying to get off. So that is the process of how I create this production or any production that I've created. It's a mean process. It's a fun process. You just put your imagination to whatever you want to create, and that's what it comes out to. And I was in tune with Cruz Control Radio, and this is how you make the beat.